None of the Chicago casino finalists rolled double sixes at recent community meetings held by Mayor Lori Lightfoot. In fact, many community members and environmentalists seem unconvinced that a casino was a good idea anywhere in Chicago. WTTW News reporters Patty Wetley and Heather Sharon both join us now with more. Heather, first, give us, if you would, a quick recap of which bids made it to that final round and where they are located.
Well, we have three finalists. The Hard Rock Casino would be built over what is now train tracks west of Soldier Field. The Bally's Casino would be built on what is now the Chicago Tribune newsroom and printing plant in River West. And finally, the River 78 Casino would go on now vacant land south of the Loop, but north of Chinatown, again along the Chicago River. And that perhaps might be a front runner if there is one.
Okay, so Patty, developers for each bid presented the benefits of their proposals during the community meetings. Did any of them share environmental benefits?
I wouldn't say that that was heavily emphasized in any of the presentations, though they did, some of them did notably reference that they are mandated to seek LEED certification, which can mean a host of different things. Some of them did tout that they will be incorporating green space into their plans. Specifically, the Bally's, I believe, has a 2-acre park, and River 78 has 11 acres of green space, although, some of that is the larger development, not necessarily the casino alone. So, possibly some green space would be the biggest environmental benefit.
Okay, so with regard to community reaction, Heather, what concerns did you hear?
Well, they really ran the gamut from traffic and crime to concerns that having a casino in Chicago would encourage problematic gambling and increase addiction. And there were many people who seemed unconvinced that Chicago should be home to a casino at all, even though city officials from Mayor Lightfoot on down say the casino is desperately needed to put the city's financial situation on much firmer ground as the city attempts to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic.
And Patty, any environmental concerns that stood out to you?
Yeah, for sure. I think we heard the words transformational a lot and world-class a lot. And so from the environmentalist perspective, they want to see a transformational building that takes into account the occupants of the city who aren't humans, specifically bird-friendly design. They would like to see whoever wins the casino bid to put up the example, to set the standard for bird-friendly design, not just in Chicago, but globally. So that's probably the biggest concern that we heard on the environmental front.
Okay, high bar there. Heather, what's next?
Well, the roulette ball has bounced back into Mayor Lori Lightfoot's office. She has said she will pick a finalist from the three finalists in early summer, and that will send the matter to the city council, where it is far from assured to get rubber stamp approval. Many aldermen whose wards can include these three proposals are less than convinced it's a good idea for their neighborhoods, and there will be a lot of hard questions asked as a special super committee of the city council starts to look at those details.
Okay, so a lot more for the two of you to keep your eyes on for us. Patty Wetley and Heather Sharon, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks.
Thanks, Brandis.
And you can read Heather and Patty's full story on our website. That's WTTW.com/news.